Hey y'all, what's up? It's Ashlyn here. So if you guys just saw my last video, that was the update for the November TBR. We only have 13 books left to go. I did take only 4 off, so that's not terrible. Do you guys remember when I told you about that lovely book sale and I said I was going to go to it? I went to it. Yeah, I definitely went to it, guys. But all of this right here, it was all in this bag, but this bag started ripping on me, so they gave me this bag. They didn't charge me for it either. All of these right here were $5. That's it. Entire thing, $5. And I have an entire series collection of one book. It's probably nothing you guys have ever heard of. I'm pretty sure it's middle grade, but it looked really cute and fun. So let's just go ahead and get started with what I got. Now, some of these aren't going to make any bit of sense, but that's okay. The first one is Lemony Snicket, The Unauthorized Autobiography. So I thought this would be fun to read. It says, the book you are holding in your hands is extremely dangerous. If the wrong people see you with this objectionable autobiography, the results could be disastrous. Please make use of this book's reversible jacket, immediately disguising this book and yourself if necessary. It may be your only hope. And this is from HarperCollins Publishers, and this is basically like just everything about Lemony Snicket that you need to know. And Lemony Snicket, if you guys don't know, is one who did a series of unfortunate events. Alright, so next I found this. This is Dolores Claiborne by Stephen King. Now, I've never heard of Dolores Claiborne, so I was like living for it. And it's Stephen King, and you guys know I have a Stephen King obsession. So this one says, everything I did for love. For 30 years, folks on Little Tall Island have been waiting to find out just what happened on the eerie dark day Dolores Claiborne's husband died, the day of the total eclipse. Now the police want to know what happened yesterday when her rich, bedridden employer died suddenly in her care. With no choice but to talk, Dolores gives her compelling confession of the strange and terrible links forged by hidden intimacies, of the fierceness of a mother's love and its dreadful consequences, of the silent rage that can turn a woman's heart to hate. When Dolores Claiborne is accused of murder, it's only the beginning of the bad news. For what comes after that is something only Stephen King could imagine, as he rips open the darkest secrets and the most damning sins of men and women in an ingrown Maine town and takes you on a trip below its straight-laced surface. So, this sounds amazing, and if you look, it's got illustrations inside, and it's absolutely beautiful. This is from 1993, but I've never heard of this one at all. So, I'm excited. And I was born in 93, so pretty cool. Alright, next I got a Cat Martin, and you guys know I just recently was working on a Cat Martin called Midnight Sun, I believe. And I got this one. It's Scent of Roses. I said old rivalries, dark secrets, and an unexplainable presence. So this is what it looks like. Hold on one second. I'm so sorry, guys. I had to go blow my nose. It was bugging me. Alright, so anyway, we're talking about Cat Martin's Scent of Roses. It says, Elizabeth doesn't believe in ghosts, but this time she has no choice. Family counselor Elizabeth Connor isn't sure what to think when Maria Santiago comes to her for help. Pregnant and terrified, Maria claims to be visited each night by the ghost of a little girl, warning her to flee. Her husband Miguel, a migrant worker at Harcourt Farms in the San Joaquin Valley, dismisses her fears as hormonal changes. Sympathetic to the young woman, Elizabeth agrees to help by contacting Miguel's employers, who own the cottage where the young couple lives. Elizabeth immediately picks up on the deep enmity between the two Harcourt brothers, Carson, the handsome scion running the estate for his incapacitated father, and Zach, the rebellious black sheep. While Carson is more interested in Elizabeth than in her concerns, Zach grudgingly agrees to help her look into the history of the house. But even as unexpected desire draws them together, Elizabeth and Zach feel something dark and disturbing at the house. And when the cloying scent and lingering chill of pure evil surround her, Elizabeth knows something terrible has happened there before. Something that has its roots in murder. So this sounds really good. I didn't read the back. I just, impulse buy picked up. It's a Cat Martin, and it's a scent of roses and anything with the flower scent. And this beautiful cover. I mean, you guys have got to admit, that is a gorgeous cover. And it's got a house on it. So it's definitely going to work for January's house. Ah! There's a bug. Sorry. Alright, next I did get this little mini series. No, I did not get this whole series. Oh, that is the series. That's not all of them. Oh. Alright, this next one, give me 1 second, I gotta pull all the books from the series out. Okay. Oh boy, that is a lot of books. I didn't realize how many books that series has. Alright, but before we get into that final series, because it's super long, we're going to go into Ace Atkins, Dark End of the Street. I don't know, this just spoke to me. Looks like a person walking away, and then there's a pistol right here. What looks like maybe blood. So, I don't know. I don't know anything about Ace Atkins. If you guys know anything about Ace Atkins, let me know down below, because I've never heard of this person before. But, look at this imaging. You can totally get a general idea of what is going on in it. This is from 2002, so this is interesting. It says, former pro football player turned college professor Nick Travers came of age in a smoky New Orleans bar, and he owes a monumental debt to its owners, Jojo and Loretta, who took him under their wings. Now, Loretta wants Nick to locate her missing brother, the legendary singer Clyde James, who vanished in the 60s after his wife and a band member were murdered. The Dixie Mafia, a blonde bombshell grifter, and an Elvis-worshipping hitman are suddenly interested in the soul man as well, and Nick can't help wondering why. The answer lies somewhere in Memphis and the Mississippi Delta, where casino money, dirty politics, and old secrets bubble to the surface of the New South. Sounds pretty interesting, if you ask me. Alright, next. Dangerous Games by Tess Diamond, and I almost passed up on this, but this one is going to go so well with the theme white or snow or winter. Look at that. There's snow on the ground. It is most definitely winter in this one, and this one sounds so good just based on the title. Dangerous Games. Now, when I think Dangerous Games, I think of kind of on Shudder, I'm currently watching Slasher, which is Blood and Family or something like that. I don't know. It's really, really good. And that's a dangerous game. It's life or death. But, alright. So we have this one. It says, Maggie Kincaid left the FBI 2 years ago and didn't look back until now. A senator's daughter has been abducted, and the nightmare set in motion isn't just familiar to Maggie, it's personal. She'll need all the help she can get to bring Caleb Deebs home alive, even if that help comes from a hot-as-hell ex-soldier who plays by his own rules. For Jake O'Connor, negotiation equals weakness, but he's immediately drawn to the sexy former agent who epitomizes strength. It isn't long before he and Maggie are working together 24/7, learning to read each other's signals and wanting much more. But for Maggie and Jake, letting their guard down, even around each other, may be dangerous. Now, as they close in on a kidnapper with nothing to lose, their first mistake could shatter a young girl's last chance. Whoa. And this one is copyrighted 2017, so I think this might be the most recent one I have on my shelf now. But it sounds super good. It does have a little discoloration, as you can see. And a kid got to it with a marker or something, but it kind of gives a good effect on the book as well. So that maybe, or it might actually just be the trees in the background and they didn't fully lay it out. I don't know. Regardless, it's really cool. I can't wait to jump into it. This one, I don't know. This one just kind of spoke to me. It's a Nora Roberts. This is Night Tales, Nightshade, and Night Smoke. 2 more classics from the riveting Night Tales series. So this is actually a series. I had no idea about that. This is copyright 2010. So these are tales of passion and peril. The moment her eyes locked on Colt Nightshade, she knew he was trouble, but Lieutenant Althea Grayson prided herself on being in control, and she wouldn't let her new partner ruin that. The man was a renegade, no respect for rules, and the worst part was he got to her. The way he challenged Althea's thinking, stared right into her eyes, and held her in his arms. What defense could her heart have when Nightshade didn't play fair? And then arson investigator Ryan Piasecki was a man who got the job done no matter what the obstacle or how beautiful she was. Ambitious executive Natalie Fletcher's new business was going up in smoke, literally, and she needed Ryan's help to catch the arsonist. But if he wasn't careful, the sparks flying between him and this hothouse Rose would erupt into a 5-alarm blaze, and they'd both be engulfed by the night smoke. So those ones sound really good, and I like the color scheme on it. Next I got a Lisa Kleypas. This is called Sugar Daddy. I don't know. I saw this and I was like, I need that. Like, that's all I need. It says, by Booklist, it says, an emotionally compelling and superbly satisfying tale of family, friendship, hope, and love. So this one would actually have gone really good for my hair's messed up. Sorry. For my November, because it's got family and hope in it. So, but it looks like this. It's kind of beat up. Yeah, but, I mean, that's what happens when you buy used books, right? And this is from 2007. It says, she's from the wrong side of the tracks. Liberty Jones has dreams and determination that will take her far away from welcome Texas if she can keep her wild heart from ruling her mind. Hardy Kate sees Liberty as completely off limits. His own ambitions are bigger than welcome, and Liberty is a complication he doesn't need, but something magical and potent draws them to each other in a dangerous attraction that is stronger than either of them. He's the one man she can't have. When Hardy leaves town to pursue his plans, Liberty finds herself alone with a young sister to raise. Soon, Liberty is under the spell of a billionaire tycoon, a sugar daddy, one might say. But the relationship goes deeper than people think, and Liberty begins to discover secrets about her own family's past. Will they find their heart's desires, or will heartbreak tear them apart? 2 men, 1 woman, a choice that can make her or break her. A woman you'll root for every step of the way. A love story you'll never forget. Sugar Daddy! I don't know. It just sounded so good. And yeah. I've never heard of Lisa Kleypas. Okay, whatever. I'm not even going to attempt it. Next I got, okay. This one's not going to make a lot of sense to a lot of people, and that's perfectly fine by me. What is this? There's a card in here for Barney's Bar. Great steaks, drinks open 5 p.m. South Highway 281, Russell, Kansas. Merity's Restaurant and Lounge. Interesting. Alright, so this is Parting Visions, Uses and Meanings of Pre-Death Psychic and Spiritual Experiences by Melvin Morse, the MD. It looks like this. It says, the impossible is possible. Parting Visions is a brilliant and compassionate work that proves that death-related dreams, premonitions, angelic encounters, and visitations do exist. Using verified case studies and medical histories, New York Times bestselling author and respected physician Dr. Melvin Morse reveals an impressive array of confirmed spiritual experiences, reported by men, women, and children who were dying, as well as loved ones who had precognitive visions that foretold a death. Parting Visions explores the 5 traits that make it possible to tell when real events are predicted by dreams, true accounts of lives that were changed by encounters with deceased loved ones, the frequency and accuracy of precognitive dreams, and evidence that proves life after death. It says, with a moving introduction by Betty J. Eady, bestselling author of Embraced by the Light, Parting Visions is a keen, insightful analysis of a phenomenon that millions have experienced, but one that we are only just beginning to understand. So, this one just, like, I got this because I've been having some weird-ass dreams lately, guys. Like, I mean, waking up because I'm being choked in my dream and waking up choking, that is terrifying. This is from 1984, by the way. But I got that because I saw it in pre-death and psychic and spiritual experiences and things like that. And dealing with dreams and stuff. I want to see if it'll actually help me understand what is going on. Alright, I did get this Agatha Christie. This one was actually free because I found it in the free books little section that they have. And this is called There Is a Tide. It's a Hercule Poirot mystery. It looks like this, just a cute little book. It says, for her millions of fans, Agatha Christie, the world's best-loved mystery writer, creates another brilliant study in suspense, in which every act of the murder is fully known, yet which drives to a shattering climax before the fascinating solution is revealed. By the way, Agatha Christie has 200 million copies of her books sold. She's unequaled as a renowned and distinguished author of ingenious tales of mystery and suspense. She is the queen of suspense books. By the way, this is 1948. This is like a really old book. This is a 1948 book, you guys. It's got the green pages. Look at that. Ah! It smells. It doesn't smell like anything, though. But it's definitely a really old book. Alright, next I picked up After the Fire by Becky Citra. I don't know. I just saw the font on it and I was like, that looks really interesting. So, this is copyright 2010. Alright, so it says, at first relief flooded her, nobody in sight, just the bare gray rock gleaming in the hot sun. Then she spotted the blue canoe floating in the reeds. Before Melissa could turn around, someone waded out of the shade cast by the low boughs of a tree overhanging the water. It was a girl in a red bathing suit standing waist deep. She had long blonde hair that hung down her back and a thin pointed face. She didn't look at all surprised to see Melissa. In fact, Melissa thought afterward it was as if she had expected her. When she spoke, her voice was firm and confident. Do you come in peace or war? What? Said Melissa. Her cheeks turned hot with confusion. The girl's light hazel eyes stared at Melissa steadily. Are you friend or foe? Okay, Melissa's mother's plans never turn out well, so why should a month at a remote lakeside cabin be any different? Desperate to escape her mother and little brother, Melissa canoes to an island in the middle of the lake where she meets Alice, a strange girl who seems to have a perfect, happy life. Melissa is envious at first and then uneasy as Alice draws her deeper into a dangerous fantasy world where nothing is as it seems. That sounds interesting. Honestly, I didn't even read half of these. Okay, this one I did read, but this After the Fire one, I didn't even read the synopsis. I literally just picked it up and was like, okay, I want it. All these books are $5. So, that being said, the one that I did read the back of, and I cannot wait to get into this one, it is a middle grade. You can tell it's a middle grade just by how short it is. But this is called The Snows by Sherelle Byers Morinville. And this one says, it's 1931 in Jefferson, Iowa, and what's important to Jim Snow are the flavors served in the local ice cream parlor, the location of the apostrophe key on his typewriter, and Julia, the girl he loves. Yet the ties of family bind him in a way that's beyond his control, shaping not only his life, but also the lives of his children and grandchildren. Jim, Kathy, Jill, and Mona Snow all come of age in different eras, 1931, 1942, 1969, and 2006. For each of them, 16 is a departure point, a time when they cross the threshold into adulthood, a time when they become aware of the complications that will alter the course of their lives. In riveting prose, Sherelle Byers Monroeville chronicles the life of a family and the threads that connect them through the years. And this is copyright, oh my goodness, 2007. I don't know. It just looks like it's a middle grade because it sets up like this, and it has contents. And one really cool thing about it is it actually shows, if I can show you, possibly, it has a family tree in it, the Snow family tree, so you can kind of get more of a little bit of an understanding about what's going to happen in this. So, maybe. And then it goes Jim, Kathy, Jill, Mona, 1931, 1942, 1969, and 2006. And that's how the chapters are set up. It's so beautifully put together. And just a little like detailing in the chapter header is gorgeous. Yeah, I don't know. It just looks really good to me. It's like one of those super older ones too, where you used to have the cards that you put in there. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I read the back and I was like, okay, that's kind of cool, like a generational type thing. So yeah. Alright, give me 1 second to put these all in order, and then we'll talk about it. Alright, so upon putting these together, I am missing book 7, 11, and 15 out of 17. So it's not bad. I'm only missing 3 out of the entire collection of 17 books. Okay, so we're like over 20 minutes in, and I apologize, but I'm going to try and get through this super duper quick. So this is called The Invited to a Creepover, and this is the first book. The first book is called Truth or Dare, and these are by PJ Knight, by the way. Oh, these are really weirdly set up. These are beautifully set up. Okay. These are kind of cool looking. These are definitely, they're 2011 copyright, but these are like definitely set up really nicely. Definitely middle grade for sure. But I think this is just going to be like the cutest little series to like run through, you know? So this is, the first one is Truth or Dare. Book 2 is called You Can't Come In Here. So you can see like they got great covers on them too. They're still set up in that spooky dooky scene. Number 3 is Ready for a Scare, and it looks like she's on the computer. So, and again, set up really nicely. Number 4 is The Show Must Go On. Yep, it keeps to it. By the way, it also has a thing on the back I just noticed that says Measure Your Fear, the creepometer. And this one is a 4. It's Sleep with the Lights On. There's Something Out There is book number 5. This is also Sleep with the Lights On. Number 6 is Best Friends Forever, and these are about dolls. This one is Never Sleep Again, which is understandable. Then you have, we're missing 7, so that's one we're missing. Number 8 is Together Forever, and this is Hide Under the Covers. Number 9 is No Trick or Treating, a story so scary it broke the creepometer. Okay. Number 10 is It's All Downhill From Here. And this one is Sleep with the Lights On again. Number 11 we're missing. Number 12 is What a Doll. Yeah, this one's Hide Under the Covers. Okay, so also what this says on the back, it says look inside for spooky activities from PJ Knight. So on some of the pages, you're going to have actual activities you can do. So this is most definitely a middle grade, but I'm hats off because this looks really good. Okay, number 13 is Read It and Weep. So that looks really interestingly good. Number 14 is Off the Wall. We're missing number 15. Number 16 is The House Next Door. And number 17 is Your Worst Nightmare. This is so amazing and awesome, and I'm only missing 3 out of the entire series, maybe 4, because who leaves it on? But look at that! I'm so excited to own these. I think they're going to be so fun to read, and not like fun in the lighthearted way, but fun in the, ooh, this is kind of spooky kind of way, you know, like, and it's got activities in it, and it's got a creepometer on the back, and you just kind of understand what you're getting yourself into. And we're only missing 3 of them, which is not bad at all. I got all of these for $5. So this alone right here is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I got 25 books for $5, you guys. You can't go wrong with that at all. And these look so fun. And it's kind of weird, though, because the very first one ever is a hardcover, and then the rest are paperback, which I can't stand when they do that, but hey. So that is everything I got. I do have a library haul that's coming out next, because I went to the library to do the book sale, and then of course I wanted to waste more time, and I got a bunch of movies. So that is everything. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you guys are interested, we could totally buddy read a Creep Over series next year for sure. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you at the next one. Let me know down in the comments below what is your favorite book that I hauled. Bye!